This is Mr. Wright. Today we're going to talk about the triangle angle sum theorem and the exterior angle theorem. In the triangle angle sum theorem, it just says that all three angles in a triangle, no matter what the triangle looks like, is always going to add up to 180 degrees. The exterior angle theorem, you first have to know what an exterior angle is. That's going to be like an angle on the exterior or the outside of a triangle. Now, if you have an exterior angle, then the two angles that are on the inside of the triangle, because that are away from the exterior angle, we call them the remote interior angles. And there is a special relationship between the exterior angle of a triangle and the remote interior angle of a triangle. If you add the two remote interior angles together, so angle 3 plus angle 2, if I add those together, it would equal angle 1. It also works if I give you the exterior angle, so if you start with angle 1, if you subtract one of the remote interior angles, so let's say I also have angle 3, then that would equal the measure of angle 2. All right, so let's look at some examples. So if I'm solving for the missing angle in a triangle, you just subtract the two numbers that they give you from 180, because all three angles have to add up to 180. Just subtract all those, and you end up with the missing number. So that would be 48. If I do 180 minus 71, 180 minus 71 minus 46, that's going to give me 63. Now, the next one is our exterior angle. So if I just add the two remote interior angles together, I get the measure of the exterior angle, which would be 121. Here's another one. This time I'm given the exterior angle, so in this example I'd have to subtract the remote interior angle from the exterior angle, and I would get 73. The next example, because I have both remote interior angles, I would add those two numbers together, and I would get 139. In this last example, this is dealing with my triangle angle sum theorem. So first, what I would do is solve for x by subtracting 180 minus 96 minus 35. That would give me x, so that would be 49. To solve for y, there's multiple ways to do this. What I would probably do first is I recognize that like these two angles are next to each other. They're a linear pair, so they have to add up to 180. So if I did 180 minus 96, I get 84. And then if I just look at the triangle on the left, I can do my triangle angle sum theorem and do 180 minus 77 minus 84. And that would give me the angle where y is, which would be 19. I'm going to look at one more example. The third example. If I'm doing this problem, first I would have to solve for x. So I would do 180 minus 57 minus 59. And that would give me 64. And now, in order to solve for y, I need another angle in the other triangle. If this angle is 64, then the other angle across from it, they would be a vertical angle. So this angle would also be 64. And now I can solve for y. So if I did 180 minus 64 minus 42, angle y would be 74 degrees. Now let's look at a couple of problems with x's in them, variables. So if you have all three angles in a triangle, the way I would set this up is I know all three angles would add up to 180. So I would just do x plus x minus 7 plus x plus 85 equals 180. Then you would just want to solve for x to figure out what it is. So I would combine my like terms first. 3x plus negative 7 and 85 is 78 equals 180. Now it's a two-step equation, so I minus the 78 from both sides. Divide by 3. We got 34. Then if I wanted to find these angle measures, I'm going to plug in 34 for x. So this angle would just be 34. This angle I would do 34 minus 7, and that would give me 27. And then 34 plus 85 would give me 119. All right, two more examples. These two. So we have some variables in there. And if we just use our exterior angle theorem, I know that if I add my two remote interior angles, so this angle plus this angle, it's going to equal the exterior angle. So that's how we set up the equation. X plus 2x plus 48 equals 4x plus 18. And then you could solve for x and plug x back in to solve for the missing angle. And in this other one, the two remote interior angles, 39 plus x plus 34 equals the exterior angle 2x. Then again, you can just solve for x and then plug it back in to solve for the missing angles.